Nuh-uh. This took a turn. I don't know what to say to this. Is he? Oh, wait. Ghost form. No. Toxic gas. Stab wounds. Electrical room. What? Let's see if this was it.
Ask you. How did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber? It's impossible to avoid the gas. The culprit would surely die. You should already know this, right? The gas is a special trait. The gas can see through even a gas mask. No ability can nullify its toxicity.
Oh my god.
You die before reaching Weska. No one.
Ooh. Guess it was a good thing we got hit.
If you pass through the toxic gas, you'll die. But you'll have 30 minutes before it kills you.
Whoever this killer was did not care about life.
Which means you could survive for 30 minutes.
What? Don't tell me.
There are no gas masks here that can block this toxic gas, and no fortes that can nullify it. There's only one way you could get through it. You do nothing. You endure it in hopes of Amapel taking you to the next room.
Then the culprit didn't do anything to counteract it and just passed through the toxic gas?
It's the only explanation that makes sense. This is the truth. I can't believe it.
I wonder if he figured it out or he's just saying that.
But if the culprit really did just endure the toxic gas,
Then they...
the culprit is...
It appears you finally glimpsed the truth. Well, how does it feel
To have your
to have your world shatter before your eyes?
Oh, that's messed up. That's a detective for you.
Isn't this what you wanted?
All right.
What's he talking about?
Yomi's mystery phantom and Fifia are both right. Subconsciously, I didn't want to know the truth.
There was no reason even going there.
Huh?
Up until now, the mystery labyrinth was withholding the mysteries that led to the culprit.
I think, we all know what's messed up. I think Vibia found out the moment we found the map and the picture.
And that's because it's a reflection of my own reluctance.
Master, what's wrong? Do you know who the culprit is? It's the hitman, right?
Nope.
The truth is worthless.
This guy needs to leave already.
Nothing has less value in this isolated, rainy city. No one wants the truth. Not even you! Now, rot away and die right here! No one will get in my way. Kanai Ward, Amaterasu! They both belong to me!
Come on, man. We didn't go through all this just to die now.
If the culprit carried out the crime like you deduced,
Oh, no.
then they should be dead from the toxic gas.
Ooh, that almost got me.
But no one at the scene has died from poisoning.
What is going on?
If you can understand that much, then what are you still doing here?
You're right that no one in that lab died from that toxic gas.
So we had to just take that?
But that was part of the culprit's plan from the beginning. They planned to distort the facts of their death.
Yuma, are you sure you want to face the truth? Your world will fall apart. The world that you believed in.
Unless you weak. What is going
the
on?
best you can do to refute it?
I want to hear this man.
Just give up and die!
The culprit misrepresented their death by using.
With this, I'll expose the truth. The culprit misrepresented their death by using the hitman.
This
The culprit realized their plan would be exposed if someone in the lab died from toxic gas.
like one of the monsters from Power Rangers or something.
So they used the hitman to cover up their own death.
Use the hitman?
Meaning, the hitman wasn't hired to assassinate the doctor. They were hired to cover up the culprit's death by toxic gas.
Huh? The hitman's target was the culprit? Not the doctor? But the doctor was stabbed by the knife with the inscribed F. Doesn't that belong to the hitman?
All you would need is a similar knife. The story of Fink the Slaughter Artist using a knife inscribed with the letter F is well known.
Nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one that Fink the Slaughter Artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F.
Wow.
So it was all a ruse? The real culprit made it look like the hitman did it?
Stop. Stop! You useless garbage!
Man, just give up already.
To hell with detectives and the truth! I won't let you have your way in my city!
This is not even a city.
There is no real culprit! Dr. Wesker was killed by the hitman!
Huh? What's going on? Who's the real culprit?
The real culprit. The real culprit is...
The time has finally come.
What is going on with this episode?
It's time for you to acknowledge what you've known all along.
What's going on with this labyrinth?
If the tiny crack spreads any further, the mirror will shatter, exposing the chaos of the real world. Knowing this, will you still expose the truth? Then, show me your conviction.
The clues pointing to the identity of the hitman's target. I know. I've known all along.
Okay, I'll pick the choice then.
Expose the truth. Do it. If you want to burn the world down.
No, it won't. Come on now. I mean, with what was the clue leading to the true culprit? I mean, this gotta be it.
The bloodstained photo found in the hallway near the lab. There was a person pictured with a woman. That was the hitman's target. The real culprit behind this case. The blood obscured the person's face, but I know who it is. It could only be one person. It could only be...
How do you know? That person in the photo is the hitman's target. And who is it?
It's...
No. Stop!
Come on, man. We had enough of you, yo.
Don't you dare say another word!
Even
No
he
one
crying.
wants the truth!
We had enough of you, okay?
I don't understand, but Good luck, Master. I'm always by your side, haunting you.
I don't got nothing to say to that. What? I'm mad about this one. Why was he trying to cover it up though?
Chief. Yako.
Guess we meeting the real chief, huh?
Huh? Why? Why is Fuzzhead here?
Chief Yako was the only person attacked by the hitman in the lab. In other words, the chief was the hitman's target. But Chief Yako tried to hide that photo by tossing it behind the houseplant. He hid it knowing it'd be an important clue. And that's because the person in the photo is Chief Yako himself. It was given to the hitman so he'd know his target, and the chief tried to conceal it. Which means the blood covering the face on the photo was likely done on purpose.
Hold on, Master! Are you serious? You're really saying Fuzzhead is the culprit? Really? I don't buy it. You think he actually put together this elaborate murder? He's knocking on death's door just for this?
I don't want to believe it either, but there's no other way.
Who's the woman in the photo?
Don't forget this stuff.
Battle with me. Why did Yoko send the let me see. That vampire is going to throw questions at press the quit button. Oh. Let's begin.
The phantom vanished. The truth has been mostly exposed, and the labyrinth cannot function much longer.
This man came out like a lawyer.
Anything I do now might not matter, but I'll do it anyway. Because it's something I must do. While the chief takes his final breaths.
Vivia.
Yuma. If Chief Yako is the culprit, then what about that death threat? Why would the chief send it if he was the killer? Answer me, Yuma.
What is going on here?
By sending that note, everyone would believe the doctor's life was in danger, which was necessary for this sequence of events to take place. All the master detectives headed to the secret lab because of that note. Chief Yako brought them here to take advantage of their abilities and murder the doctor.
Huh? Their abilities?
But
The
the
disguise.
death threat wasn't sent just to the detectives. The peacekeepers received it too. What was the point of that? Why put them on high alert? What is the truth behind it all?
We just gonna keep pressing Y?
The note was sent to the Peacekeepers because they were also part of the plan. When the Peacekeepers received the note, they dispatched a lot of their personnel to the scene. The master detectives were able to take advantage of the commotion to enter the facility. They did it by disguising themselves as Peacekeepers.
It would be convenient to have a lot of peacekeepers around if you want to get into the lab disguised as one.
This is why the Peacekeepers also received the death threat.
Hey, you still want to do this? It's not too late to give up.
Well, I mean, this man dying anyway. I don't care if you want to boom kill him. Let the man go out peacefully. Well, I mean, getting poisoned isn't peaceful, huh?
I am well aware of the danger. I haven't gotten this much exercise in a long time.
I mean, yeah, he do look fit, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But this is something I must do. I can't leave the chief like this.
Vivia.
Like, man, that's just kind of disrespectful to his soul, man.
Let's continue, Yuma. So, everyone disguised themselves as peacekeepers and entered the lab. You were already at the lab, and that's where you met up with the chief, right?
Yes, but we decided to split up after the blackout occurred.
Wait! That blackout should have caused a commotion. If we leave now, the Peacekeepers will see us.
That must have been a signal or something.
I knew it. This place is crawling with them.
What do we do?
I'll draw their attention to buy some time. In the meantime, you two hurry to that doctor.
The chief said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Was the blackout part of the plan? So the one who caused it, was that also the chief?
The hitman.
No, that's not it!
What?
The chief was with me in the security room at the time of the blackout. It's impossible for him to have caused it. So the only person it could be is the hitman. It must have been part of the job. He instructed the hitman to cause a blackout at a specific time.
But why?
It made us think the doctor was in danger, so we'd go check on him. We used Amapal and Fortes to get through the tight security system. Chief Yako had it all planned out from the start. He used us to break through the security so he could kill the doctor.
What a thirst for revenge, huh?
So, Master using Amapal and the sheltered skank's time rewinding ability at the panel chamber?
Did you really have to even say all that right now?
It was all part of Fuzzhead's plan?
The only way to get past security was to use both Amapal and that Forte. The chief knew we'd figure that out.
I think it's more like he trusted us. He trusted that we would arrive at that conclusion.
I'm counting on you both. See you later.
Trust? How could this be a trust thing? He was clearly taking advantage of you all.
Nah, he trusts us to do our job.
He gathered the master detectives using a fake death threat, then used their fortes to commit murder. What a scumbag! He used you all to get away with murder!
He didn't get away with it. As you can see, we solving it right now.
Out of all the criminals I've ever met, he's the worst coward of them all!
Not really.
Master, grab that coward and...
Enough!
Right, man. I feel you, Yuma. Like, you calling this man a coward. I can tell from the picture. This man was out to get revenge. I mean, he went through all of that. The poison, the toxic poison, and getting shocked. Even though I only got through it once. But think about that, though. If I kept messing up, this man was getting shocked and burned to death over and over and over. Just to get to that point and kill that man. Because of something he probably did.
Why did it have to come to this?
Can't call that man a coward.
Chief Yako saved me. He took me in. I had lost everything, even my memories. Sure, he may have been a little pushy at times, but still.
Bro, what is going on?
I really admired him. So, why? Why did you do it? Is this about the woman in the picture? Chief, please tell me, or
There's no point in asking. That's just a mystery phantom. It's not the real Fuzzhead.
I think that's really him.
Master, watch out!
Yeah, he already dying as it is. That was his wife.
The phantoms are a reflection of the same people in the real world, right?
Right.
Which means he should hold the same thoughts. The photo behind the houseplant. I don't know what the chief was hiding, but that photo must have been dropped by the hitman after he was done with it. The chief picked it up and used his own blood to obscure the face. He knew the truth would be exposed if that photo was found, so he hid it behind the potted plant. He left his blood on it, almost like he wrote a dying message. But in truth, it was actually a secret he wanted to keep hidden.
Master, I think you know this, but to exit the mystery labyrinth, you will have to eliminate the culprit.
eliminate the chief?
Are you really going to do this? After all the mysteries are solved, the chief back in the real world will die. But you saw yourself, Yuma. The chief is already knocking on death's door.
Ain't that something?
Will you still bury him in the name of truth?
Yeah, see, this mystery lab into something. Cause like, he already dying. What more do you need to do? That's just messed up.
The chief took me in when I had no memories, or anyone to turn to. I trusted him from the bottom of my heart. Now, I have to end his life?
You know, I liked it, surprisingly. The little bit of peace and quiet I found at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Vivia, you knew the truth behind this case from the very beginning.
Yeah, of course he did.
I had a hunch.
No, he's smiling. No, he knew. It's just at the moment he saw that picture that just kind of verified things.
Because of my spectral projection, I knew the Chief had been planning something for quite some time.
Right, he always was around, huh?
But I pretended not to see. I admired him and the world he had made.
That's why you threatened me, and were so uncooperative in the investigation.
I knew you would reach the truth eventually, Yuma. But I tried my best to keep you away. Exposing the truth won't save anyone. Neither the Chief nor you.
Actually, you got a point. When we go back, like, how are we supposed to tell people that the Chief is the killer? He controls the detectives. So obviously they still gonna pin it on the detectives.
Master, you've already come this far. You've got to finish this. What'll happen to the other master detectives if you die here?
Nothing. That's the point. Like, they probably can get away, but they won't know the truth. But at the same time, even if we go back, we might still die.
Didn't you say you wanted to expose the truth and save everyone?
That's not gonna save everyone.
Vivia, you told me that the time would come when I'd have to prove my conviction. The conviction to accept the truth, no matter how cruel it may be. Now is that time, isn't it?
Yes, and yet you intend to continue. If you're prepared for it.
Hey! You better not get in Master's way again!
You can't even help with nothing.
Yuma, do you remember when the Chief's soul called out to us?
Huh?
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too.
Oh, so he knew this was coming.
In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain.
He knew this was coming.
So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
Man, with that piano, this is getting emotional.
I always averted my eyes from the truth. For my own sake. My own peace and quiet. But I could never say with confidence that I was proud of myself. In the end, I was just running away from everything. That's why I entrust this to you, Yuma.
Entrust what?
And this guy voice, Vivia voice. Man, this is getting way too emotional.
You signed a pact with the Death God in your desire for the truth. I want to see your conviction. As long as you don't stray from exposing all truth, I believe you'll be able to face it, cruel as it may be. I want to see it through to the end. It's why I followed you here.
He said he didn't even have to come. He came to witness.
In that sense, we're accomplices.
Oh yeah, cause see, he can remember.
If you must bring down the Chief, then I will lend a hand.
He can remember everything when he got there, so obviously he's gonna remember everything when he leaves.
I won't avert my eyes any longer. I too want to live with my head held high, because I too am a detective.
Vivia.
When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I understand, Chief Yako. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Well, time to write this novel. Well, this ain't nothing angry. This is sad right here. What's this say? Oh, I did not mean to do that. No, my bad. Where's the secret lab location? Okay. Death percent. Oh, they make me take my time with this, huh? Oh man, look at this, dude. This man was just living calmly. Say he shanked that one. I can't even be mad right now. He knew he was gonna die. Ooh, we gonna get his. He gonna get his revenge. I mean, wish they tell us who the woman is though. Like to confirm it though, you know. Really? Peacekeepers. Oh, okay. Let's see. Wait, so that's why he was scared for her to be in the fight. Oh, come on, bro. Who killed her? Like, for real.
Step right up, step right up! Peacekeepers, a CEO, a research doctor, a hitman, and master detectives! 2 dead bodies, but lots of shady characters!
They did not need to have her.
Bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
They did not need to have her be a hype man for this episode right here.
This case is one Dr. Weska.
I think I would prefer the sad music.
This incident features a sinister and meticulously detailed plot centered on the doctor.
The old geezer was holed up inside a lab at Amaterasu HQ. He was a total hermit in the critical lab with a totally overkill security system.
The culprit made thorough preparations beforehand to break through that system.
Boom killing a shut-in is hard work. The humane thing to do is to reintroduce him to society first.
Yeah, with that out of the way. Posing as a hitman, the culprit sent a death threat to the Peacekeepers, the detective agency, and the research lab. At the same time, they contracted a real hitman and had him infiltrate the research facility.
They spilled the beans about Gramps being in danger to lure both the peacekeepers and the detectives to the lab.
You see, the Master Detective's presence at the scene was an indispensable part of the plan. It was how the culprit gained access to the research facility, after all. The hitman infiltrated the lab exactly as planned.
This man wearing a suit?
And we arrived with Makoto at the same time.
Stuff went down, blah blah blah, and Master got locked up by that Yomi guy.
I was rescued by Desuhiko and the culprit, who were disguised as peacekeepers. With the real peacekeepers rushing around, the culprit took advantage of the turmoil to sneak into the lab. But after catching up with them, the power suddenly went out, separating the culprit from the rest of the group.
The blackout itself was caused by the hitman, right? And getting separated was all part of the culprit's plan.
Right. They used the blackout as an opportunity to hide in the vents in the airlock chamber. Afterwards, we headed to the critical lab to check on the doctor's condition, just like the culprit directed us. But since that lab used a separate power supply, nothing strange had happened.
His whole "the doctor's in danger" spiel was an act, huh? He made a fool of you, Master. What a dick!
But then, someone attacked the doctor while we were trying to talk with him over the intercom. We had to get into the doctor's lab.
At that time, the old geezer was playing games with us. And he even tried to kill you and the others with a trap! That bastard wanted to use your dead bodies! He really got you there, Master!
Come on, man, let's go.
I don't see why you're so happy about it.
Not lying.
The doctor's sham made the case even more confusing. Even if we tried to get to the doctor, the critical lab was guarded by tight security. The only way through was by using an Amapal. The culprit rode on it by emerging from their hiding place in the airlock vent and jumping onto the robot's head.
All aboard the Amapal Express! First stop, a shower of toxic gas! Humans can't protect themselves against the gas, but since it's not instantly fatal, it wasn't a problem. Next up, the panel chamber and high voltage shocks! One wrong move, and it was insta-death. But thanks to that sheltered skink, we got all the continues we could want. So, we managed a perfect clear! The critical lab was finally breached!
The culprit had anticipated we would get through this way. They also knew they would die over and over as a result. The camera feed was affected when the culprit jumped on. I should have realized what was happening.
No use crying over spilled blood. On to the next thing! Where were we? Oh yeah! To open the door to the doctor's lab, Amapal had to reach out its arm and hit a switch. And when the door opened wide enough for a person to squeeze through, the killer snuck inside.
Amapal can't follow any new commands while its arm is extended, so the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
Then, the culprit boom-killed the old geezer using the same knife as the hitman. Gramps was pretty much deaf, so a backstab was easy peasy.
He shanked 3 times.
Then, the murderer tried to leave the room before Amapal entered. They knocked the robot over on the way out.
They then went back into the airlock chamber vent to wait for you and the others to go by.
We entered the critical lab and found the doctor's body. The culprit used that time to get out of the vent and head for the hallway.
That was when they were found by the hitman. And stabbed.
They'd already been in contact with the toxic gas, so death was inevitable. However, dying by gas would expose them as the doctor's killer. So they hired the hitman to kill them, thereby concealing any involvement.
Nah, they don't get to this point. Here they
The killer
go.
completely trusted in the Master Detective's capabilities. they knew those powers would get them close to the doctor. But why were they willing to die to hide the crime?
I can't say for certain. Was it his pride as a detective? Did he simply not want his friends to know? Whatever it may be, I'm prepared to face the truth. The culprit who murdered Dr. Weska, and even included his own death in the plot.
Yako Furio! It was you!
Ain't that the point I am?
I will expose the truth. But why? Chief Yako, why? Why didn't you ever talk to us about this? Why did it have to end this way? Why didn't you tell us? Is this really what you wanted? Can you even hear me?
It doesn't matter who it is. Exterminating the real culprit's soul and destroying the mystery labyrinth. That's why I'm here.
Man, they did this one dirty.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami.
This man couldn't even couldn't even speak his piece. Come on, now that's bad. That was real bad. They could have had this man speak his piece, and we could have all left with answers or something. Nah, that's okay. He gonna keep quiet. We just need to kill him.